What's up, people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I'm sorry, but the Dallas Cowboys are so effed up. Jerry Jones is so effed up. So Ed Warder tweeted about Jerry Jones' response to the blow-up. Okay, in case you've been under a rock and haven't heard, we've been talking about the tours at the Star and the players and things, that it seems like the locker room is getting divided on whether or not it's an issue, with the players. Some of the players are saying, yeah, it's a distraction when, basically it's feeding time at the zoo, okay? Then they're knocking on the glass, getting selfies and things like that while you're trying to work out. Some of the players have said, it is a distraction and things, and it makes it harder. Whether you believe that or not, anything, you have to look at the Dallas Cowboys holistically and say, whatever they're doing is not working, and you need to analyze and look at everything that they do and see what is preventing the team from winning. Okay? And it may be something minor, it may not seem like a whole lot, but when you're not winning, you have to look at everything and say, they're talking about this. Maybe we need to look at this and say, is this a problem? Do we need to change it? That would be what you're doing if you're trying to win. Jerry Jones was asked about the piece on ESPN about just that, about the distraction of the Star, and, what his thoughts on that are. His reply was, he loves it. What? More publicity, which means more tours. More tours. Yeah, we're in a negative light, but it's making me more money. And here's where I have to kind of question this and say, Jerry, I know it sounds crazy when I say this, but it's only $10 million. It's $10 million, which is a drop in the bucket of an organization that's worth $10.3 billion. You know what would be a big moneymaker for the Cowboys? I would think it would be, is if the Cowboys ended up having, 2-3 playoff games at AT&T. Getting those extra playoff games, I think, would make that $10 million for tours chump change. I would think getting NFC champions paraphernalia out there would be a whole lot more revenue than the tours at the Star. I would think Super Bowl champion paraphernalia, 6-time NFL Super Bowl champion gear would sell a lot more than $10 million. See, Jerry's over here worrying about the chump change, okay? He's worried about getting the coins out the couch as opposed to the big money. And herein lies the problem here. Jerry Jones literally is happy that he's got a controversy that's going to make him more money, as opposed to being upset that there's a problem with the team that needs to be rectified. If you translate that into everything that the Cowboys do, Think about the CeeDee Lamb situation and his contract. So him waiting for no reason, there's absolutely positively no reason that they waited on CeeDee Lamb's contract. Tell me what advantage they got by waiting on his contract. If anything, it made it harder, because every time you've done this controversy of not paying players, it stunted their seasons. It did with D-Law, it did with Zeke Elliott, it did with CD. And you could dare say, I mean, you can't look at this and say, wow, that was a great move of Jerry Jones waiting to pay CD. It's the second biggest contract in the history of football. He misses training camp, and, this week we hear how happy he is that he got extra time and work to work with Dak Prescott. He could have had that time had you got the contract done. You have to look at this and say, that's exactly what Jerry wanted. He wanted the controversy, so that way he can continue to make more money. You look at the contract for Dak Prescott. You could have offered $60 million at the end back in March and got that thing done. But you wait until opening season Sunday, announcing it at 11 o'clock, a couple hours before you play. For what? Publicity. It ain't about winning. It literally ain't about winning. And Jerry, I guess it is about having, I guess he figures if he dies with more money than anybody else, and he's the ultimate winner. Or maybe it's Jerry is like, I've already won 3 Super Bowl rings, and I'm already in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Let me just make all the money. I am completely mystified by Jerry Jones' statements. Literally, it means more tours. And if that's part of the problem, that guys can't really focus in on getting workouts done, and I'm not going to say that that's the only distraction and that's the worst thing in the world. If it is a problem and a reason why they're not winning, you're okay with it screwing the season as long as you make your money. Is that it, Jerry? Great. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. This shit is just wild. It's just wild. Unbelievable. Have a good day, people. Have a good day.